Yeah.
So, ma'am, I have done B2, but I've never spoken. I only know bonjour. So I get little fumbled and I'm like, I get little actually stunned and I'm like, okay, so ye kaisa B2 hai? So, that's what comes to my mind.
Hi Ankita.
Bonjour, bonjour Parth, how are
Bonjour.
you?
Ça va bien? Et vous?
Oui, je vais bien. Merci beaucoup. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you so much for
Super
being
excited.
here. I am also excited because I'm really looking the conversation with you, and because I'm pretty sure that with your expertise and with your experience,
Yeah,
even the French learners, even the French teachers, the
yeah,
trainers. I mean, everybody will be inspired and everybody will be finding some good insights out of this podcast.
absolutely. Absolutely. I'll try my best.
So let's get started. I'm just gonna introduce myself. My name is Parth. I've cleared my DELF B2, and I have also completed my DELF. My C1.1 from Alliance Francaise de Chandigarh, and
Wow.
I am now continuing my C1.2 with Alliance Francaise de Chandigarh only. I'm currently enrolled with them, and
Yeah.
I cleared my DELF B2 in 2022, and yeah, I'm teaching French full time right now in a school.
Wow.
And apart
Very
from
good.
that, I am running French in You. I'm a content creator
Yeah.
and recently launched my website and where we are, like trying to upload a lot of content and also, taking registrations. Globally. And our French community has grown up to
So
23,000,
much.
now.
Yeah.
And we have the
Yeah.
learners from like covering more than 45 countries now.
Wow.
We have got more than 2 million views on YouTube so far.
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
So, and still counting. And
Yeah. I'm sure.
and now I've come up with this podcast series with the French professionals because I feel that there is a huge need in this field to talk about how the do's and don'ts, also like how the person can actually get better in the language, what is the right approach, like
Yeah.
also to stay away from all the fraud that is happening in the market right now.
Yeah. True. True. Scams. Yeah.
And
Yeah.
like i mean find out the find out the authentic source rather
Yeah.
than just going around and just people are just getting being fooled, you know so
True.
that is my main intention, so that when I believe that when we are connecting with the right kind of people,
Yes.
then the insights and the information that we get is more authentic, you know,
Yeah.
rather
Yeah.
than just moving here and there, just seeing the social media. Okay, this is the advertisement that I saw and just
Yeah.
head and enroll.
Started.
You
Yeah.
know, this is
Yeah.
not the right way, I feel. If
Yeah.
that is a trusted source, just
Yeah.
check out their online presence also. Because if
Yeah.
somebody is coming up with the online presence in the market and
Yeah.
which social
Yeah.
media, then we can see that okay, yeah, the person is trustable. But if
Yes.
a person is not having any social presence, a person is hesitating to come online, a
Yeah.
person is like having trouble in speaking French online on the
Yeah.
camera or maybe somewhere,
Yeah.
it there is a like there is a red signal. Maybe we can
Yeah.
move.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
True.
that was all about me, and I would love to hear about you, ma'am.
Sure. Parth, first of all, thank you so much and big congratulations for doing everything what you're doing. And like I always say, like आपका channel देख के हम पले बड़े हुए. So it's like that, honestly. So I am so happy to be here today, and because the resource that you have given to the world, especially the listening bit, I also share the same with my students. That please ye kar lo. So that's the kind of a background that I come from. Now talking about bit of myself, so I have done DALF C1 and I have done DALF C1 from, in fact, the certification as well. That was from Alliance Francaise de Delhi. So I was prior to moving to Canada. So right now I live in Canada. I live precisely in Toronto. And I completed my DALF even certification very recently, like 3 years ago, and that was from Delhi. And after coming to Canada, I was fortunate enough to start my stint with Ministry of Canada, particularly education. It's Ministry of Education, and I worked there as an IT project leader. So I do have an IT background, and which was there, which actually started from India itself because I was working with American Express. So besides that, I'm a founder of Learn French with Anks as well, where we also teach French. But our main forte where we teach is only for the TEF Canada or the TCF Canada exams. So we do not teach for the DELF or DALF certifications, maybe because I think we are more experts towards the TEF or the TCF Canada
Take care
side.
of the health part.
Please do, please do. I'll be very happy to collaborate and do the do this
Definitely.
cross functioning. Talking about my besides the French certification I did for DAL C1, I have also learned French from Alliance Française de Delhi, and I have also taken the TEF Canada exam and cleared the exam and got the PR and moved to Canada. So, and I've been living in Canada since 2 years now, and so far so good. I'm enjoying the snow and enjoying the culture and diversity what Canada has to offer, because it's just a privilege to live in a francophone country.
Absolutely.
So I do see hoardings, boardings in French, and I'm so happy, so excited to see all of that. So this is it for now, Part. So yeah,
That's
so far
amazing.
this is
That's
it. Yeah.
amazing. Thank you so much for, for sharing all of that. Now, I just wanted to, to just start this podcast, I mean, I
Mhm.
just wanted to know what motivated you to pursue French and, like how
Yeah.
to achieve this French like C1 level proficiency, because I feel it really requires, like great amount of motivation to reach that level.
And patience.
Yes.
And patience. Okay, so but honestly speaking, I did not start my French language for the love of French language. Honestly, there was no such thing. I did not need that love in my life. I was not looking for that. The only reason I learned French was Canada PR. That was my only motivation. I was doing very fine in my career. I was with American Express and I was already working as a business analyst. So I was doing fine out there. But then I thought, okay, when I have to move to Canada, so I had no other choice other than learning French. But when it started, honestly, it was a very roller coaster ride. It was not smooth. Like most of us, we do feel the same challenge. And people do say it's a nice romantic language. Trust me, there is no romance.
Hmm.
Until DELF C1 or the day I cleared the TEF Canada exam, I never felt this iota of romance, the element of romance in the entire journey. There
I,
was no such thing.
yeah.
I never found French as a romantic language unless I cleared the TEF. The
Correct.
day when I cleared the TEF, that's when the real story of romance starts.
Hmm.
Because that's when you actually get to taste the fruit of your effort.
I
Up
understand.
until then, you are just struggling every day and you do not develop a confidence enough that you would be able to really make this possible. And so
Hmm.
is with the DELF and the DALF events as well. Like you will keep having the inner fears and doubts that okay, whether or not I'm good at listening, whether or not I'm good at speaking enough, whether I'll be able to clear this exam. So my curiosity stemmed from only one thing. I had a very specific goal, that TEF Canada exam, but again I did the DELF certifications only because I was learning from lot many good tutors, private tutors, along with the Alliance Française,
Okay.
because Alliance do not have a curriculum based for TEF.
Yes.
So, because I was so learned by that time, then I was like, why not just as well do the DELFs even as well? And so that's the only reason I did. And also, I would like to highlight one important point here, that TEF is something meant for immigration purposes.
Hmm.
But when you want to land a job in Canada or worldwide, TEF, they don't even know. If I'll tell in my interview, okay, I've taken TEF, sorry, what? What is TEF? So they don't understand this. So they need DELF or DALF. So
Ah,
they need that. So that was another reason that I knew somehow that if I want to land a good, nice, cushy job, I have to have a DELF or DALF certification,
hmm.
because TEF is only good for immigration.
Correct. And I think a lot of people are having this, this misconception that after clearing TEF exam, they will land a good job in Canada.
No.
And I mean, they will be like, I mean, they know the half story, I think,
Yes,
TEF
yes,
will only
yes,
help you in immigration, but
yes.
landing a good job there, getting a work
DELF,
there, that side, I think
100%.
that DELF will be required. A lot of people don't even give DELF exam. Those who are like
Yeah,
for Canada, maybe looking
yeah, yeah,
Canada, they don't even try to give DELF exam. They
yeah. They
typically
should.
aim for TEF only.
Yeah,
I
no,
think they should.
definitely part. So I would like to mention here. So people don't take DELF because they are already tired. This step process is very draining. It's very
Hmm.
boring and it's very draining. That takes the energy out. So by the time they finish step, they are like, done. I would never touch a book in my life now. So they get into that kind of a energy. Versus if they have learned so much, because Steph, they really, take the best out of you in
Yeah.
terms of French. So all they have to do is maybe come to you and just write, learn the right strategies to clear the test, because exam is all about strategies. So
Yes.
learn the right strategies, take the DELF, keep the certification for the whole lifetime, and make
Hmm.
merry, because TEF is valid for 2 years,
Hmm.
DELF is valid for lifetime.
Lifetime.
So that is there. And there's another thing here, if I may add to it. When I landed Canada, I still remember the first day at my airport. When I landed, I was like excited. Oh my god, I'm gonna go to the francophone country and all, and new French. I was like, I wanted to speak to the world and everything. So there was a huge queue of the people, with the passports and everything. So there were two Frenchmen at the airport, and they were like, bonjour. Oh, no. Sorry, madam, good morning, ma'am. And I was like, okay. And then I started speaking to them in French. Bonjour, monsieur. So they were like so impressed. They were like, oh
Yeah.
wow, they have an Indian, speaking French. They just couldn't believe that, okay, you speaking. They were looking at me like this for some time,
Hmm.
because they couldn't believe an Indian can speak such a fluent French.
Yeah.
So again, coming back to the DELF that you asked, so this TEF thing has given me, of course, not just the identity, the fluency and everything, but after this, the DELF has given me that confidence that
Hmm.
I would be able to communicate on those topics,
Hmm.
which really are the breaking the ice breaking conversations.
Correct.
So I spoke to them. They were francophone, of course. I spoke to them for good about 30 minutes, and that 30 minutes conversation not only landed me a good reference of job, but also they also told me, if you don't find a home in Canada, we are there. Just take our card, call us anytime.
Hmm.
So that
This
thing
this is
is
a very good
super good.
example of how the language can actually like enable a lot of things
Solve
for you. Yeah, I mean solve a lot of
many
things for
things.
you, like enable a lot of things for you in an unknown country where like you
Yeah.
are like a
Finding a job, finding a home. Canada,
absolutely
obviously, you don't get a home, you don't get a job. These are the two things you won't get immediately.
correct.
And I don't know if the person would have genuinely helped me, but I had a card. I called a couple of times as well, and he helped for the petty things, like if I want to, join some communities and all. They helped me very nicely.
Mhm.
They helped me. So that's the power of French.
Yes.
So that's something I want to propagate, that please learn, and learn to the level like you can strike a conversation. At least basic.
Absolutely, absolutely. And ma'am, one question that I have is that, I mean, how much time did you take to come to reach at this, this level and to can clear this level, clear this exam of DELF and TEF?
But it's a very good question that you've asked, because I think this question has become a pain point of at least the Canadian community right now. So I'll give you nuances, a little bit of a narrative here. If you talk about me, I honestly took 2 years. And for me, it took proper 2 years to become fluent the way I was and the way I am today. And I'm so proud of this investment of 2 years, that it gave me my identity. It
Hmm.
actually changed me as a different person. Now, what happens, unfortunately, because Canada as a country is only propagating French to get the land PR in Canada, there are people who says that learn French in 6 months, learn French in 4 months, learn French in 15 days. I strongly, I strongly disagree to this thought process. So I totally disagree to the fact that one can literally learn French in 2 months, 4 months. Now, again, there can be a debate that how much French.
Hmm.
Like if I'm just saying bonjour, comment ça va, je vais bien, merci. Of course, I can learn this in 15
That
days.
that I mean that I don't think so 15 days are even required for that.
Maybe 2 days, 1 day, okay, 1 hour. Okay, cool. But when you talk about the TEF Canada exam, DELF B2's exam, DALF C1 exam, you need to invest minimum a year.
Hmm.
Some maybe okay, you're too intelligent, fine, I'll buy that. Then 8 to 9 months.
Yes.
That's minimum. Like I do have students who have finished their journey starting from Bonjour till the TEF Canada B2 level of certification, which is
Hmm.
needed for the PR, in eight and a half months. He has done that, but not everybody does that.
Right.
If I will claim today, all of my students does that in 8 months, I'm lying. I'm
Hmm.
100% lying. Not everybody has a caliber to do it. Not everybody
Absolutely.
has the circumstances to do it.
Absolutely. And I
Some
also
are
feel
working
that,
mothers.
I also feel that, yeah, I have seen some examples like this because even I took, around like, I took complete 3 years
Yeah,
to,
normal, very
I
normal.
mean, because I was going at a very slow pace. Even, I mean,
Yeah.
I'll share one example with you. I mean, when I was in B1 level, then,
Mm-hmm.
one of my, then, no, not one of my, even two of my batchmates, they were
Hmm.
preparing for this, for the TEF exam because they were
Okay.
having the same like similar
Yeah.
goal
Goals.
to clear to go to Canada and all
Yeah.
and clear the TEF exam. So when
Yeah.
we were in B1 level together, and I
Yeah.
took the the like the long approach because Alliance Francaise
Yeah.
Chandigarh offers two
Yeah.
like one you can take
Yes.
the intensive one, else you can take the regular one. So I took the
Yes.
regular approach. So
Yes.
those people were there with me, in B2, B1.2 batch, if I'm not wrong, and they have
Mm-hmm.
done A1, A2 intensive
Okay.
in 3 months, and then
Yeah.
they were doing B1 at a regular pace with because
Yeah.
the same batch with me, and
Yeah.
then B2 also like they did very intensively,
Yeah.
you know,
Mm. Mm.
and I don't know with Alliance from the Chandigarh only or maybe they changed, I don't know, but
Okay.
when I got to know, I was just having a conversation with them one day, when I reached in C1.1 batch.
Mm.
At that point of time, I just had a conversation with them, telephonically, just
Mm.
call.
Mm.
Just
Mm.
called them just to know, how was it?
Mm.
Given the TEF
Mm.
by now, or
Mm.
what
Mm.
is the result? So, not even a single person told me that
Mm.
I cleared the TEF exam.
The dev.
I
Okay.
mean, and currently
Because
they
they
were
did
saying
not
that
invest the right time.
absolutely, and they were like,
Mm.
I have one person said that I have given twice.
Mm.
No,
Normal. It's very normal. Very
at
normal.
that point of time, I did not say that,
But Parth,
it is,
I have something to mention here. See,
yeah.
it depends on one more important factor. Like there are obviously various factors.
Hmm.
So there is a difference between learning French and clearing TEF.
Hmm.
That's also a very important thing here to note. Now, let's say let's say you know a little bit about IELTS exam.
Hmm.
There is a difference between learning English and taking the IELTS exam.
Right.
So when you talk about the exam, you have to mentally prepare yourself to take all four modules in one day, and you have to be spontaneous. You
Hmm.
will not have the preparation time.
Right.
Whatever you learn today, I will learn je ne sais pas. Like no, so say also, pa also. But
Right.
in exam, I don't have time to do all that. I like je ne sais pas, je ne sais pas, je ne sais pas. So or maybe je sais pas. So I should be ready to deliver that.
Hmm.
So many people fail to understand this, that first of all, DELF is different, DALF is different, TEF is different, TCF is different. You
Right.
cannot learn DELF and take TEF. You cannot
Hmm.
learn TEF and take TCF. You cannot do that.
Absolutely.
You are actually have your foundation itself wrong then.
Hmm.
That's one thing. So people when they learn maybe from Chandigarh, from Orleans, let's not take the name of Chandigarh because they're doing great job for sure. So let's say Orleans they learn according to DELF format. They don't learn
Hmm.
according to the TEF
Test
format.
format. Yes.
So obviously the failure comes and stem from that the TEF has an argument to
Hmm.
do, which we deliver maybe in DALF C1, and that too on one particular topic and after the monologue.
Right.
But in TEF, we don't have such thing. We don't have monologue. We
Hmm.
only have the argument.
Right.
So now this is where most of the people don't understand that they have to have a TEF strategy in
Hmm.
place. That's where we come, that we try and we will try and teach the people that okay, this is what you're supposed to do, this is what you're not supposed to do. But again, not everybody, we cannot teach everybody the same way as well,
Yeah.
because they come from a different background. They say that
True.
I have done B2, and I have done B2, and when I ask, okay, let's take any fake name for now. Let's say Amy. So I say, Amy, hi, bonjour. Since you've done B2, can you ask me questions, please? Because Steph has one structure where they have to ask questions.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, I have done B2, but I've never spoken. I only know bonjour. So I get little fumbled, and I'm like, I get little actually stunned, and I'm like, okay, so ye kaisa B2 hai? So, that's what comes to my mind. And then when I ask, okay, fine, Amy, no problem. Tell me, what have you done? Ma'am, I've done just grammar. I
Hmm.
say, okay, but grammar is neither the part of DELF, nor it is a part of TEF, nor TCF. You will have to speak. Ma'am, वो तो नहीं किया कभी. So that's another challenge, that they have only taken the lessons of grammar. जिस दिन
Right.
grammar की class थी, yes. Passive composer, yes. Imperfect, yes. But जिस दिन speaking की class थी, absent.
Absolutely.
Because comfort zone से बाहर जाना पड़े.
Hmm.
Like I have to
Even
come
I have
out of
heard.
that comfort zone.
Yes, and even
वो कौन करेगा?
I have heard the same example that you are mentioning. I mean, people come to me by saying that like I am having B2 level, or I
हाँ,
have B1 level. Now
yeah,
to start with another level. Why? Because Allianz is not giving me the
हाँ,
opportunity to
yeah,
educate myself
yeah,
to a higher level. So then they try
yeah,
to take the private tutors, take the help of private.
yeah, help,
That
yeah, yeah,
everybody will be like offering the batches for the money. So when the person came in, I always conduct an orientation session with the person, just to know how the person,
mm,
how much level he's having right now.
yeah,
So the same thing happened with me, and trust me, one if this has happened even once, like the person even started crying when I asked, "Eska wo
हाँ,
Mr. Presente?" Then
yeah,
after mentioning, okay,
yeah,
major mapel blah blah blah, Jabita
yeah.
onendo.
Yeah, and this is also cramped. This is also cramped, of
Yes,
course. रटा हुआ है.
वो रटा हुआ है, to be honest.
रटा हुआ
And
है.
I was like, I'm expecting,
Hmm.
I'm expecting more. Just speak something else.
Yeah, नहीं
B1
होगा.
level, if you're
Yeah,
applying for B1 level, at least speak something. And then the person,
yeah.
Parth, please help me. I'm just having, 4 months. I'm just having 3 months. I have to, my
हाँ, my work permit is
family is there.
expiring.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, ये हो रहा
yeah,
है. Yeah,
there are multiple reasons.
yeah.
blah, blah. So then
Hmm.
I cannot say now कि अब तक आपने जो किया, that is a total waste. I cannot.
Yeah,
हम नहीं कह
yeah,
सकते. It's a very,
yeah.
because वो बंदा तो फिर तो वो जमीन में गिर जाएगा. I feel.
हाँ, and they feel sometimes like मुझे भी लगता था when I was a student कि ये money making business तो नहीं है, that they are pushing me back to the level, previous level.
Absolutely.
है ना,
Absolutely.
मुझे भी लगता था when I was a student. So
Yeah.
मुझे लगता था audience maybe they want to just make money. My
Yeah.
level is B2 and why they are giving me admission in B1. So I also used to feel the same. So I completely empathize with
This has
this kind
actually
of a
happened
crowd.
with me, ma'am. This has actually happened with me. Initially when I started the language, so I did from my university.
Okay.
I did my bachelor's from Lovely Profession University. You must be aware.
Hmm.
In
Hmm.
Banjaraganj.
Hmm.
So I was doing my graduation from the Lovely Profession University in computer science. I'm having a technical background. So then I enrolled myself in the foreign language program. I did my A1, A2 level from the university itself. And
Itself. Hmm.
I was not aware we were not being. We are not like taught
Taught in the polished in
particular.
the
Yes,
right
I wasn't
direction.
aware that this is how it has to be taught, and this is the whole curriculum. We were
Yeah.
following a book, and in that small book, I was able to score good. I was able to score highest marks in the class. So I was like, I
Awesome.
know everything now.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I can do like B1 level now from Allianz now.
Huh.
Right.
Huh.
So then the COVID happened, and then we went online, completely online, and
Ji.
the Alliance
Yes.
also started online. Then what
Yes.
happened was, and my university classes were shut down. Now, Alliance just went online, and I actually,
Mm.
I got an opportunity to enroll with Alliance. So I thought that I have already done 8 till A2 with my university.
Existing. Yeah.
Now let me start with my B1 level classes with Alliance.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
when I booked an orientation session with the Alliance teacher,
Yeah.
director of academic coordinator of Alliance Transition.
Yeah. Yeah.
To be very honest, I had to rectify my introduction.
Presentation, introduction. Yeah.
I actually memorized it thoroughly because I was like,
Yeah.
oh, ma'am will be asking 100%.
This question. Huh? Mm.
This has happened. This happened.
Yeah. Yeah.
She asked me, Partes ka vous pouvez se présenter un peu?
Mm.
So
Mm.
I said, bien sûr, madame.
Yeah. Wow.
So
Yes. Ready.
whatever I rectified, I just spoke out, And then she asked one more question.
Mm.
After, whatever I presented, she asked one question on.
Mm. Mm.
I don't remember what exactly she asked, but
Mm.
she asked, like, quelle est la vie où vous avez né?
Mm. Mm.
And I was like, madame, est-ce que vous pouvez-vous répéter un peu? Est-ce que vous pouvez répéter, madame? So this question I said 3 times,
Yeah.
to get to know that, what is.
हाँ, कि नहीं आता है. So
हाँ,
ये है कि
madam,
normal है.
So she
Yeah.
said, okay, I got it.
Yeah. So and
in grammar,
उस
grammar as you
उस वक्त नहीं
mentioned,
समझ आया होगा. उस वक्त
हाँ,
नहीं
उस वक्त
समझ आया होगा.
समझ में आया था.
नहीं आया होगा कि नहीं भाई लेवल नहीं है. I don't have that
Absolutely.
kind of a level right now. I need to.
And
So same
उसमें ना
happens with us.
grammar भी होता है उस Alliance
Yes.
Francaise में. So there is a grammar exercise also that they give you.
वो सही हो गई
Grammar
होगी.
में
वो
मेरी
तो
समझ
वो
नहीं,
basic. हाँ, सही.
what we were taught, how I was taught,
Yeah.
was like
Yeah.
completing all the grammar topics. We were putting a tick mark, passe compo,
Yeah.
parfait,
Yeah.
everything.
Yeah.
But when actually it came to the spoken part and also
Yeah.
writing part, to be honest,
Yeah.
I was not able to cope up with that. So
And
Alliance
उसमें भी part I think writing फिर भी हो जाता है because
मतलब
you have time to think. थोड़ा
Yeah.
बहुत फिर भी struggle करके
अगर
कुछ
थोड़ा
लिख ही
practice
देते
किया
हो.
हो तो it is possible.
हो जाता है.
But then
Yeah, it is
Alliance ने मुझे
possible.
बोला,
Yeah.
sorry Parth, we cannot give you B1. We will allow you for A2 level, A2.1
चलो.
level. So I was
Nice.
like, at that point of time, I really felt that maybe ये तो या तो money making business ही है या तो
हाँ. हाँ.
I discussed with my parents and I was like, okay, fine then.
Let's do.
I have to start maybe. Trust
Mhm.
me, that was the best decision of my life.
Yeah.
When I started with A2 level, I did not
Because
trust any
you
other
got
exam.
this strong solid base. आपकी
Absolutely.
फाउंडेशन स्ट्रांग हुई. आपकी जो स्पीकिंग
Absolutely.
में डिक्शन में उन्होंने काम किया होगा ना, वो उस वक्त स्ट्रांग हुआ.
Absolutely.
Versus if you would have sit with people B1 level के, you would have kept like trying to find your identity always. You would have struggled. Oh my God, the others are speaking so well. Oh my God, others are able to listen so well. Oh my God, others are able. I'm not able to do. Why am I not able to do? Then self doubts come.
Absolutely.
So, and this happens a lot with us right now. Like when I do get such incidents as well, I tell them very, very clearly, look, I have no intention of making money here. Please understand the fact that you have to have a solid base.